This is a really, really hard thing to say, but I cannot believe Robin Williams has just been found dead. This is from ABC Chicago. This is like horrible, horrible. Like, I got to see him live in concert when he was having his heart issues. I got tickets. I was one of the first people to get tickets to see his show, and he had his heart issue, and it got postponed. We were so worried he was going to pass away, and luckily he didn't. He didn't at the time, and he was able to reschedule it. And I mean, it was, honest to goodness, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever laughed harder than that night, and it was a wonderful experience to see. And I was so thankful he was okay. I grew up watching Mork and Mindy. I mean, that show was just so funny to me. That is the definition of a sitcom, in my opinion. But I mean, he did amazing movies like Hook. I mean, I've seen Hook easily 100 times. Mrs. Doubtfire. This is a really hard thing, like, for me to understand. I just saw this, and it's just like terrible. I feel horrible right now. Apparently he killed himself, I guess. Suicide by asphyxiation. And I guess he was facing a really terrible depression. I don't know if drugs had anything to do with it. I know he had been sober for several months, and he had years, and he had a relapse. And I don't know. I don't want to assume that's what happened, but that's terrible. He had a really good show it was airing on CBS. It was fun. You know, there's always talks about, you know, sequels to hits like Mrs. Doubtfire or Wild Hogs, and I mean, the guy, you know, it's really interesting, this movie he did called World's Greatest Dad, where his son kills himself by, you know, asphyxiation, and I don't know, but you look at, he obviously was a great comedic actor, but you look at 1 Hour Photo, you look at Insomnia, this guy, he had a real knack for dramatic features, you know. This is just a really hard moment. I want to say rest in peace. I'm very thankful I got to see him live doing what he did best, stand-up comedy. He did a phenomenal job. I mean, probably one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my whole life. You know, luckily we've got VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray, and digital media. This is a very sad moment. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Feel so sorry for his family.